I'm Sal. I make videos whenever I feel like it, and today I felt like doing a get ready with me. I have not done a makeup video in a good hot minute, and I thought I would go on Instagram and ask you guys which topics you'd like me to discuss while I do my makeup. So let's get into it. I'm like in a really weird mood today. We're just whatever, it's fine. So before I even did anything, I moisturized my face with some Wella Skin Food. As you can see, that's why I'm extra glowy. I'm gonna start with some primer, like a good makeup person. I'm gonna take the Baby Skin Instant Pore Eraser from Maybelline as we discuss the first topic. So the first question I got is, how's the new school year? Do you like your courses, etc.? I love my courses, like more so than last year. So I'm in my second year of being a, what do you call it? Arts and culture student. I'm really bad at like multitasking and talking while I'm focusing on other things. But I'm just putting the primer on like my T-zone because that's where the pores need the most help, and then I'm just sort of spreading it out throughout the rest of my face gently. Right now the courses that I'm taking are mostly still mandatory. I have American Identity and Cultural Diversity, I think, and then I have Culture Through Philosophy. I have American Art, which is just a history course, and I have Vulgar Culture, and I have... is that it? That could be it. And then I have an elective this year, and I chose Gender, Sexuality, and Identity or something like that. I love it. It's very much up my alley. I feel like I'm just constantly thinking. Last year I did a lot of art history, right? And don't get me wrong, I think it's interesting, but it's definitely not my strong suit. Memorizing facts and just sitting there in class and not having to think and just jotting down notes as the professor reads out all the facts about different paintings is not my favorite. All the other classes are very theoretical, quite philosophical, so I really have to think about it, and I love it. I think, you know, like a lot of the times my brain doesn't stop thinking anyway. That's just a trait that I have because of my anxiety, but it's good because I feel like now I'm thinking about productive things. I just feel like I'm really getting into what I am interested in. I'm reading more, and that's taking a lot of time because like the shortest texts, if we're lucky, is maybe 15 pages, and that's like just one. We always get at least 2 or 3 for each class, and sometimes we have assignments with it to like answer questions based on the reading, so it's not easy, but I got through the first year, and that first year was rough, so I feel like it's just uphill from there. So we're just gonna get into the nitty-gritty of it. 2 people wanted me to talk about anxiety and mental health issues. So the first one is university-caused anxiety. Okay, so where am I at with my anxiety and university right now? I feel like because I'm graduating already next year, a lot of my anxieties come from the fact that I don't know what I want to do. I do. I have an idea. I'm overly prepared. That's the issue. And I want to be overly prepared. I know I'm definitely going to I'm going to do a master's right after I graduate my bachelor's. But it's frightening because I don't know where I want to take a master's. And like, of course it's gonna be in the country, but I just don't know which city. I have loved my time in Nijmegen, but at the same time I feel like if I'm gonna go down a cultural route, this university is a bit too small, and that's giving me a lot of anxiety because that means I need to like think about it. And I feel like I don't know why, but there's this huge pressure of having to work already. I feel like everyone that's around my age, I'm 19 now, but you know, when you look online and things, people who are successful are 100 times younger than me, and that gives me like this self-imposed pressure to want to have crazy work experience and have like all these diplomas and have all these volunteering hours, but like truth of the matter is university is a full-time job. Like I can barely make enough time for university, the extracurriculars and stuff and jobs that I'm doing in university, plus like working out. And after I went to the student psychologist, my psychologist suggested that I did the mindfulness course, and I didn't go as much as I would like because of other commitments, but I learned about like meditation and how to listen to your thoughts and how to label them so that you're aware of what you're thinking. Honestly, it was not an easy course to take. I'm a very impatient person, and mindfulness takes a lot of patience, and I think that's why I was very restless in that class. But at the same time, I did learn a lot. Like a lot of the times I used to be freaking out about the fact that I was freaking out all the time, but now I freak out about that less. Like I don't freak out less, but I don't chastise myself, or I don't criticize myself, or I don't like beat myself up about being freaked out. Another thing that I've noticed myself do is I'm a lot more honest now. I tend to hold a lot in, and I don't like, you know, I come from a culture where people would rather just like stay quiet than offend anyone, or like rapotin, you know what I mean? Like you don't want to be a burden, you don't want to make things difficult for people. That's like very, you know, that's like Javanese and Indonesian values. So that's why I think it's a lot easier for me to just swallow whatever makes me uncomfortable rather than making everybody else uncomfortable by letting everyone know that I am uncomfortable. Like back home, I didn't even think of going to a psychologist because that's seen as like you have some really big issues, and like self-care is a big thing. I don't want to like belittle that, but at the same time there's this, you know, negative connotation with the fact that it's a big issue. It's like you're making a big deal out of nothing if you go to a psychologist for like, you know, nervous thoughts, but a lot of the times it's very hindering and it really changes your life. So that's the issue with mental health that I have. I have a question, and it says, how do you deal with period cramps without a mama or mba or maid to pamper you? I struggle sometimes, and girl, let me tell you, I feel that. I feel that on a huge level. My period cramps are the worst. If you've ever gone to school with me, then you probably know. Sometimes I have to go home for it, and like trust me, I'm not the type of person that actually wants to go home in the middle of school. It gives me anxiety to like leave school and miss things. Right now I'm actually PMSing, and I don't care if you think that's TMI, like welcome to my channel. I control this content. And I've been PMSing for about a week. It's just horrible. When that happens, it's like a sign, and then I'll go to the grocery store and I'll buy myself an insane amount of soup that I can make. Like I like to put chicken and noodles and broccoli and like other various veggies to like soups that you can buy here, but it's the easiest food to make when you're, you know, in a horrible state and you don't have anyone to help you. Another thing that I do is sometimes I like put a towel on my heater and then it'll warm it up, and then I'll put that on my belly. That like takes care of it. Oh, and I also have this oil. Let me just show you. This oil, it's called kutus kutus, and it's organic herbal healing oil. It's basically just minyak urut, or like oil for massaging, but like it's, you know, mixed with herbs. And I don't know if you can get this anywhere else, but it's so nice to have something that like warms you up and that you can sort of give yourself a little massage with. And also, if you're feeling like crap, just come to class and then excuse yourself rather than just dishing completely. Okay, I honestly don't know what to do with this anymore. I think I'm gonna put some gold, actually, because I can. Like I meant to look like I look like a disco ball. Okay, next thing someone wanted to talk to me is music and thrifting. I'm gonna give you some music suggestions. Number 1 is Borderline by Missy Elliott and Ariana Grande. That's from the Sweetener album, and I love that song. I've been listening to King Princess. I mean, like, everybody's listening to King Princess right now, but if you haven't, then please check her out. I love Holy and Upper West Side and like every other one of her songs. Actually, her entire album / EP is really, really nice. Okay, Boca Raton by Bass and A$AP Ferg is also a really good song. Omar Apollo, he is great. He has an album and one of my favorite songs from him is Pram or Pram, I'm not sure. I thought it was Pram actually. I thought it was an Indonesian singer at first. But I really like that song. I think it's super sweet. And from his album, I think it's called Stereo, I like Hijo de su Madre. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. I don't speak Spanish. I've been listening to a lot of Nicki. For my Indonesian viewers, you probably already know who Nicki is because she is Indonesian and she signed with 88 Rising. But I love her songs Vintage and I Like You. Those two are really good. I also recently went to Janelle Monáe's concert. That was amazing. That was life-changing. I went with Carla, Mel, and Jamisha. I went with them and it was amazing. Let me just put a video right here. I loved it. It was like, that's exactly what I want from an artist. Everything I could ever want. She's so politically outspoken. She's like super feminist and she is unapologetically both masculine and feminine, and she loves the play between those. And like, I loved it. And she's great live. She's amazing live, and her background dancers are amazing, and her band was amazing. It was just a really good show, and I'm very happy that I went. Oh, that hurt. Alright, we're gonna go to blush, and I'm gonna start with a mixture of this one and this peachy color. Then I'm gonna top up with this. And then I'm gonna blend it out with this. So, next thing to talk about living in Europe. Okay. Living in Europe has actually taken a lot more getting used to than I thought it would. Like, I just really miss Gojek, and I miss how easy it is to just drive around. I don't have a car here, and I don't live with anyone that has a car, so. But it's also very easy because, like, I can just go anywhere with my bike. No offense, but like, the food is horrendous here. The pricing is just ridiculous, and that's a big struggle because I love food and I love eating out. Like, me and my family used to always eat out. That's a very big thing of how we spent time together, but now it's just too expensive. Another thing about living in Europe, like, I don't know why, but my bike has been acting out lately. I've had to take it to the bike shop twice. That's not cheap at all. Like, I've had to fix quite a few things for my bike, and then I got like the metal like seat almost that you can put a basket on, but I don't have a basket on it just because I want to put my backpack on there. I want to do some heavy eyeliner to pull this look together because I feel like that eye is just not doing anything for me. By the way, I didn't mention about the thrifting. Like, I haven't thrifted a lot actually here. I want to go thrifting in Utrecht. I heard that there are some pretty good thrift shops and my friends and I want to go, so hopefully that'll happen soon. But in terms of thrifting in Nijmegen, I haven't found much, but I haven't actually like looked much anyway. Okay, next I'm gonna do, next I'm gonna do the Better Than Sex mascara. And now that the whole eye look is finished, I'm gonna look through this basket that has just like a bunch of lipsticks in them. I'm gonna figure out which one would go the best with this look. Okay, so for highlighter, I'm gonna put the Rimmel London Cream Highlighter everywhere on the high points of my face. Okay guys, so this is the final look. I thought I would get into the sun and show you guys that glow. It's a very peachy look. I hope you enjoyed my little, actually my big rambly video. It was very long, but I hope you enjoyed it anyway, and I hope that you found something in it, and I hope that I answered all of your questions. If you guys would like to be a part of the next Q&A, if you want to put in any suggestions or like talk to me, follow me on Instagram, comment down below. I'll keep any of those in mind. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Oh no, don't forget to like and subscribe, and then I'll see you in the next one. Okay, bye guys.